Hello, everybody. Welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble and on Patreon for extra support. Any kind of updates and the such, I usually go out on Twitter X. Yesterday, I did manage to publish a jusant episode. Probably tomorrow, I'm still indecisive if I can manage to play one or two demos and publish that episode, or if I will continue with jusant. But again, tomorrow I will let you know there. And as a reminder, I already have completely gameplay series here on playlists on the main page of the channel. But yeah, basically that's it regarding channel updates. Regarding news, got some couple of stuff here. AMD has confirmed that they're going to be on Computex and do a keynote there. There was some rumblings that probably they won't because Dr. Lisa Su will have an advancing AI event on June 12th, so it's like the next month. But yeah, we have confirmation that it is Jack Yu that is going to do that keynote. Again, it's this guy that gives us the news of unified architecture, so UDNA merging RDNA and the rising stuff there in one single architecture. It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to, I don't know, give us some, I don't know, advanced plans of what they're going to try to achieve with UDNA or not. But yeah, supposedly there's going to be some gaming news in the sense of, I don't know, probably give us the rest of the GPU lineup from RDNA 4, maybe. There is no CPU stuff there. There's going to be for sure the thing from AI PC. Probably it's going to do something with the new APUs that I think they still need to officially launch. And then got the enterprise stuff, which is what we already know. But yeah, other than that, I don't expect huge any kind of surprises. I think in terms of announcements, in terms of DIY PC things, maybe the 9060 XT and NXT, probably, or maybe the 9070 GRE that we've been heard some rumblings about there. Nothing more than that. Even though there is some speculation that uh, probably AMD is cooking on the background like a extra super duper Navi 48 GPU, but I don't think so. Probably if they're doing something more with Navi 48, maybe it's only for professional GPUs in terms of AI workloads and the such. I don't see a reason for them to, at this moment in time, to come up with something out of the hat there. But yeah, it's basically what we got here. Nothing like hugely special. But yeah, you never know. But I'm not expecting any kind of huge surprises there. But at least it's good to see that AMD is going and doing something to maintain interest on everybody. Then we got, interesting enough, it's been under the radar. The reviews regarding RTX 5060 Ti 8 gigabytes. I watched the Hardware Unbox review. This article does cover that review from Hardware Unbox regarding the comparisons between 8 and 16 gigabytes of the 5060 Ti. And we kind of understand why they didn't want to basically want to hide the reviews for the 8 gigabyte variant, given that, according to Hardware Unbox, and I do agree with them in that sense, that this is already obsolete GPU. There is a huge difference in between these two GPUs. Again, it's the same chip. The only difference is the memory capacity there, or memory buffer from the VRAM. And if you watch, and I do advise you to watch the 5060 Ti 8 gigabyte review, you will see there is a huge uplift in performance in basically almost every case. Um, with the exception probably 1080p low graphic settings, they keep themselves basically on par with each other. But yeah, it's a demonstration also when you start to try and even use upscaling and the technology that NVIDIA offers, that the memory or the VRAM buffer really does have an impact if you want to activate those same taunting software capabilities that NVIDIA says that they have even for 8 gigabytes GPUs. But then again, Um, it does struggle the 8 gigabyte variant with the 16. Um, just pay attention if you're going to try and buy one of these GPUs. If you have to choose only between these two, again, the 16 gigabytes is a better option, of course, but I don't recommend either. At this price point of around $450, give or take, you might as well go for a 7800 XT or a 7700 XT. You'll get, I think, kind of a similar performance with a cheaper price, and you for sure will not encounter any kind of driver shenanigans. I'm still see if there is any kind of updates regarding the hotfix that NVIDIA launched yesterday or 2 days ago. I didn't see anything on the news regarding that. But yeah, it's always good to check, if not by the fact trying to see what the market is at this moment in terms of GPU, if you're trying to look for anything there. But yeah, this 8 gigabyte variant is not a good option. We'll have to see how AMD will behave with the 90. I think it's the 9060 XT. Will have also two variants, 8 and 16 gigabytes of VRAM. We'll have to see how those two GPUs will also be between each other, and see if there is a huge uplift in performance given different quantities of VRAM. Um, then I did manage to check Metacritic scores for Steel Seed. It's a recent game. I only watched the WC or covered WCCF Tech review there. It's kind of 8 out of 10, so a very positive review. And the consensus at this moment from the reviews on PC seems to be around 66, so an okay game. I didn't watch any video reviews to have a better sense of how graphically and how it feels when you see the gameplay there. But yeah, probably it's going to be one of those games on the sale will be a good recommendation. At least that's the perception that I have from the review that I saw from WCCF Tech. But yeah, it's an update regarding that review. In terms of user reviews, I don't think there is a lot of stuff here. Again, that there is nothing here at the moment yet. But yeah, we'll have to see on Steam how the feedback is regarding this game. I completely forgot to put this here, but yeah, it seems an okay-ish game. Again, but this week we got the surprise shadow drop of Oblivion remake, which again, I missed that boat, so I don't have a sense if it is better or not. People seem to be satisfied with that. High number of concurrent players there, but my main curiosity was and is Claire Obscure Expedition 33. But yeah, excellent reviews for that one. I covered that yesterday. Then we got here an interesting game, a parkour game, which is called Rooftops Alleys. Seems an interesting take on the parkour mechanic, or the kind of a games that involve a lot of parkour. I think from the trailer, it seems that you can go about going first person and third person. I understand that, for example, games. Oh my god, I forgot the game 2008. That was a parkour game. I completely forgot from EA. It was put on a dumpster. They didn't do anything. But parkour and first person can be a little bit jarring, or motion sickness. But they have like third person. This also can be done with co-op. I'm not sure if this has a story mode, but there seems to be like open areas that you can go about in, kind of similar as skate game. But yeah, very interesting. Seems I don't know if you like parkour games, it might be an interesting game, and it came out of. It's going to come out, sorry, out of early access, and it's going to have a full release on May 21st. Again, there is a Steam page here link if you want to check it out if you like this kind of games. But yeah, it caught my attention because it seems an interesting game there. And then continuing with this remake of Oblivion, or remaster, how do we want to call it? Again, it's between both of them. But this remaster, again, they again, when you remaster, supposedly you try to keep faithful as possible, especially to game mechanics and the such. And there is this kerfuffle with the body type stuff there instead of the sex that you can choose on your character creator. By itself alone, I don't think it's like a huge hang up for me. But it's always strange that they try to adopt this as the new normal when we have for I don't know how many years you can choose the sex between female and male. And usually, even on the RPG, you can, I suppose, if you choose the sex, whatever it is, you can counter go or go, I don't know, choose a female sex character and then put a male voice. And again, it's RPGs, you can do whatever you want. I don't have anything against it. But the fact that they are trying to normalize this, I don't think it's the best way to go about it, especially in the remaster where the original had the female and male stuff there. There was also some, I think, on this game, a couple of quests, or at least a quest where a character reacted in a different way depending on the sex that you chose on the character creation there, which is interesting. The character customization of this game seemed to be even more wider than the original one, which is something interesting. But yeah, and there is a side of this argument that says it's not a big deal being body type 1 or type 2 or between choosing between female and male sex characters. But funny enough, that same side that says that it's not a big deal, uh, especially from we've been seeing recently a lot from Nexus mod, is the fact that they banned mods out of the gate, even though everybody, including Nexus mod people from community management and the such and on the forum says that it's not a big deal, but even though they ban mods outright, when the people want to change to their liking, it's interesting that again I was a huge fan of Nexus mod because it's a huge repository of mods for I don't know, huge vast of I think more than 30,000 30k games there that you can use mods to, and they've been dropping the ball of choosing whatever side it is. Again, I don't care. You can put on games that have female and male sex on the character customization and put mods with body type 1, B, Z, 3, 4, whatever you want. I don't see. Again, the mods serve that purpose is for you to change the game itself for more of your liking, if there is mods available for that, of course. Again, I put limits in what it can be deemed kind of legal, in the sense that like no child porn and all this kind of mods that again I don't think it fits in any kind of setting. But other than that, usually as a principle, I don't see any kind of problem with people having from waifu mods or nude mods. Again, if it is nothing that it's like everything to do with children, I really don't care that much because again, it's something that it's a personal preference, let's say. But similarly, there is some sites of mods that are how do I say it? They are rising up and promising that they don't take down any kind of mods. In this case, DEG mods. I have to check them out to see how good they are, because again, this mod that was banned from Nexus mod, this guy Town also uploaded this mod in other sites of mods repositories, and the people from DEG mods said that there is no problem of them taking down because they're not going to take down this mod. So we'll have to wait. I'm not sure how Steam Workshop will work on this one. I don't think there is any issues with that. They are pretty good in terms of mod support. I did mostly on XCOM 2. Before I was using Nexus mod, but I changed to Steam Workshop and it worked flawlessly. I don't have any issues with that in terms of technical wise, and but I'm not sure how moderation works. Again, I think it depends on terms and conditions of Steam usage and policy there. But I don't think there's any kind of issues of them banning mods out of nowhere, if not mistaken. But yeah, other than that, as a principle, I don't see a problem having body types stuff there or being sex. Even though I prefer to have, I think it's correct, more correct using the sex on the character creation than the body type. Um, because biologically, again, I don't think that we need to go in that supposedly rabbit hole because there isn't one. But yeah, in principle, I don't see an issue. And if the people that are on the grain on the side of using the body type stuff, if they think it's not a big deal, I don't understand why they then do a fit, throw a fit, when people want to mod the game and put female and male sex on the character creation choices there. Again, I really don't understand that. I think if it isn't that important, I think you should stick with the normal stuff. um, but yeah, that's my 2 cents on this one. Again, from time to time, I kind of feel obliged to not make a stand, but give my opinion regarding this situation, which is to a certain degree a little bit silly. But yeah, I think they should stick with the, at least in this specific case, given that it is a remaster, I don't see a reason for them to change the sex to body type stuff. But yeah, that's that. Let's wrap up with some gaming deals. Today I will be choosing from gaming deals that are on my library. We got the Plague Tale Innocent. I still need to play this game. It's on the back burner. Again, it's one of those cases you have games and you don't have time to play them to a certain degree. But yeah, 80% off on the first one. You can buy it as a bundle with Requiem, and you can have Requiem on sale also as a single game there. But yeah, I'm focusing more on the games that I have in my library here. Then you got Control Ultimate Edition. I did like very much this game. I did play it with the Ultimate Edition with all the DLC. The DLC really expands a little bit. I think especially the both of them, the Foundation and All DLCs there. I really do like this game as even again it connects itself to Alan Wake to a certain degree. Got the Remedy connected universe, but yeah, as a single game there, it explores very interesting stuff there. Then we got Jusant, got a stamp for approval. It's the current gameplay series that I've been doing at this moment. I already recorded all the episodes there, and I do recommend, especially at this price point, 55% off. If you're curious about it, you can check out the first episode to have an idea what this game is about. But yeah, stamp of approval for my part. Uh, I recently bought Lords of the Fallen. I think I did, yeah, I did buy the deluxe edition. Just again, the difference is not that much in terms of the price there, and to support with my wallet the decisions of listening um, to the player feedback and incorporated that feedback on the game itself. It has huge amounts of improvement from what I've been seeing the version 2.0. So I gave it a shot, and I did take a chance on buying this game. Got also Planet of Lana. I already completed the gameplay series on this game. It's 55% off. I do recommend this game, especially at this price point. Very interesting experience. And if you are curious about it, again, you can check out the first episode of my gameplay series to have an idea of what this game is all about. We got Resident Evil franchise is on sale also. I got a lot of Resident Evil or games already on my wish list, or on my sorry, on my library. But yeah, I will leave all the Resident Evil games that are on sale on the description below, so you can check out and complete your collection there. We got also Slay the Spire is still on sale, 66% off. Again, I put already around 150 hours on this game, and I did enjoy every minute of it. Addicting game, kind of the OG roguelike deck builder resurgence or renaissance of these kind of games. And the second one will be coming out, I don't know when, probably late this year or next year. But yeah, in the meantime, you can play the original one. I do recommend this game very much. And then lastly, we got Wall World. Again, this game is very interesting. I did completed the game there with the DLC, and at this moment it's so cheap. Even at full price, I do recommend the game. But it's at this moment it's 75% off, and I do recommend for you to buy the deep. I think it's Deep Threat that the DLC. Yeah, Deep Threat. I do recommend paying like I think it's the World Complete Edition, this bundle here. It's very cheap. It's like $3 or $4, something like that. If you like kind of mining, some kind of tower defense mechanics, some boss fighting. Again, very interesting this game, and it has an interesting story also. And the DLC does expand a little bit more. And they already announced they're going to do World War II, so it's going to expand more also on the story, continue the story there. But yeah, I do recommend this game also. And with all that said, I'll wrap up here with a plug on my Patreon as usual for extra support. That extra support is more in line for me to try and get around and find a better storage solution so I can have backups of stuff that I do for my clients. And of course, some extra space for the videos that I do for the channel. And with all that said, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next one. So until then, Kunami Master out.